Hi, this is John Martinez with Midwest Revenue Group, and we train sales teams across the country to perform at higher levels and basically just sell more. And one of the initial reasons a lot of companies bring us in is to actually help them find better salespeople. And we don't do that, and there's a reason why we don't do that. The reason is if you want to build a successful organization, you don't start with the people. Now, I know a lot of people are going to get on to me about that and tell me that I'm wrong, but just hear me out real quick. In any organization, it's less about the people. Now, you do have to have quality people who can do their job, but it's less about the people than the system you place those people in. And time after time after time, when we see a sales team that's struggling, it's because there was no emphasis, no focus put on the sales process. It was all put on finding these salespeople who bring their own system into play, right? And that makes sense because when you grow a business, you don't usually start out with all of your processes. You just you go fast and you grow, and processes start to line themselves out over time. But in sales, for some reason it's different. Those processes never get lined out. Business owners and sales leaders just say, hey, let's just find someone who's already got the experience, already knows what they're doing. In other words, they've got their own sales process. We'll give them our product or service and we're gonna let them run with it. Well, this rarely works. And if you think about it, it starts to make sense. Is there any other department in your company that runs like that? HR, or let's even think about accounting, either one of those. Do you have systems for accounting? The way bills come in, the way they're processed, the way you handle vendors. Do you have systems for HR? The way you onboard new employees, the way you deal with complaints, the way you terminate an employee or transfer an employee. Do you have systems? Or do you just say, hey, let's go out and hire all these HR rock stars. Let's do everything they can do everything their own way. We don't need any HR systems or processes or guidebooks or anything like that. The answer is no. I mean, imagine if you did that with your accounting department. Hey, everyone, I know you all have great accounting backgrounds. You've worked at different companies. You're all great at what you do, so everyone just do it your own way. Imagine the chaos that would ensue. It's absolutely crazy, but the funny thing is, the crazy thing is, that's how we treat our sales departments. But when you think about it in that context, it becomes quite clear we need to put more focus on the sales process itself, the systems that we place our people into. So if this message resonates with you and you're sitting there thinking, you know what, I don't have any type of sales process, there's no structured system that we use and walk through to produce predictable results in the sales department, then here's what I'd like you to do today that will help tremendously. Start with any process. Just look at what's already going on and outline 3 or 4 steps to your sales process. You can start very basic and simple, right? Prospect, build rapport, find out if there's a need you can solve, find out what might get in the way of you from working with this customer, and then show them how you would help them out. That's a very simplistic sales process. Not the most effective one out there, but hey, if you've got no sales process, that's a great freaking starting point. You know what? Even if you started with the worst sales process in the world, even if you started with something that was high pressure and focused on presenting instead of asking questions, that's going to get you better results than no sales process. And the reason why is once you put some type of structure in place, you'll see really quickly, hey, these things are working in the process we're using. These things are not producing good results. And you're going to start doing more of the good things and less of the bad things, and your process is going to evolve over time. So that's the message I want to share with you. That's what I'd like you to do if you have no systematic process in place for producing sales. Just go ahead and put anything in place, even if it's simplistic, even if it's not the most effective, and you will be well on your way to building a successful sales process. Now, hey, I hope this video helped you out. If you know anyone else that this video might be useful for, please go ahead and share it with them.